I'm Jeff Morrow in Covington, Louisiana, just north of Lake Pontchartrain near Interstate 12. Winds have been picking up here all morning long, starting to get some tree limbs snapping and a lot of power flashes out there. The power is out. We'll have a live report and tell you how bad we think it's going to get.
And Jeff here in Mobile County, another tornado warning was just issued until 6:45. We'll have the latest and check Sky Tracker next.
It's half past the hour as we continue our special storm alert coverage of Hurricane Katrina. I'm Heather Tesch.
It has made landfall. We're going to take you for some new video footage that we have from New Orleans. You can see here the rain pelting the area. This is Kenner, Louisiana. At Lakefront Airport, they're indicating winds gusting to 81 to 85 miles per hour. Sustained winds to almost 60 right now out of the north-northeast. And this hurricane is still well to the south of New Orleans.
Keep in mind, too, we do have tornado watches in Louisiana, South Mississippi, South Alabama. You can see the first landfall here, 6:10 a.m. Central Time.
Just south of Burris, Louisiana. Winds are 140 miles per hour at the official landfall. Dr. Lyons says it should make a second landfall on the coast of Mississippi a little later this morning. Heather mentioned the tornado watches. We also have tornado warnings in Baldwin County and Mobile County in southwest Alabama.
Well, our team of meteorologists is fanned out across the Gulf Coast to cover the arrival of Katrina. Jeff Morrow is in Covington, Louisiana. Stephanie Abrams is in Fort Walton Beach. And Mike Seidel is in Mobile, Alabama. Meteorologist Stephanie Abrams, as we mentioned, is in Fort Walton Beach here. We're going to start, though, with Jeff, I believe. And Jeff, I know your power is out where you're located right now. Any signs of activity on the roads?
Not really. I think we saw one police cruiser that may have come by just kind of checking things out a little while ago. But really, I don't see anything. In fact, the lights are out just about everywhere now. There was a generator that was going on in one of the hotels across the street not too long ago, but I think that is even down now. It is starting to, dawn is breaking here, and we have a whole row of pine trees here. You can probably see some of them behind me. We're really kind of keeping an eye on that. The wind is coming from the other direction, so if these pine trees, which are a soft wood, if they snap, which they often do, hopefully the limbs will go flying the other direction into the field. But I'm kind of keeping a wary eye on that because we do expect the winds to get a lot stronger here. Right now, Louisiana getting hit pretty hard. It does look like this eye of this hurricane, as Dr. Steve has been mentioning, is probably going to pass by to our east. In fact, I think we can go to the Sky Tracker here. And again, we are definitely on the northwest side of it. The hurricane has made the turn to the just about the due north. It looks like the eye may go by just east of New Orleans. And of course, we're pretty much due north of New Orleans, so it'll probably move by just east of us as well. We'll be on the western side. That means northerly winds here and also northerly winds on Lake Pontchartrain. I can't stress that enough. That lake's going to get blown around, and there is going to be some flooding. It's just a matter of how much and exactly where. The fact that the hurricane is weakening somewhat is good news, but again, this is still a very, very powerful and dangerous storm. Again, you have to forgive me if I keep glancing around. I don't want any debris to come and hit me unexpectedly here, but I think we're in a pretty good location here, and we should be able to broadcast pictures to you as long as possible, but for much of the evening. All right, let's go a little bit farther east now. I think we're going to go over to Mike Seidel. He's in Mobile, Alabama. Mike, I guess you're getting drenched there as well.
We are, Jeff, and we're getting some pretty significant wind gusts running in the 40 to 50 mile an hour range. We had a peak gust just below 60, and when the winds get up above about 50, you start to hear that howling between the buildings and down the roads, and that eerie feeling that you often associate with tropical weather, and also obviously nor'easters and big snowstorms and windy weather in the cold months of January and February. That tornado warning continues in Mobile County out around the Stockton area. Keep an eye out there until 6:45. So we've got almost continuous tornado warnings coming out for Baldwin and Mobile counties this morning as we start to get those feeder bands. And that is not a surprise at all. As Dr. Forbes mentioned yesterday, our severe weather expert, this is very typical with severe weather. We're going to have 8 to 10 inches of rain easily. So far, the power is on here. We've got our flashlights ready. I hope you do in this area, because no doubt a lot of us are going to be without power as the winds really pick up later on. pictures early this morning before sunrise, and you can see the wind whipping around. We've had horizontal sheets of rain so far, and because of all the rain we've had overnight and a lot more expected, they've got a flash flood warning now until 8. That could be extended. We also have a flash flood watch continuing until Tuesday morning. Heather and Marshall, let's check that forecast real quick. Again, the hurricane conditions setting in the next few hours, continuing through late this afternoon and early this evening. Then by tomorrow, the rain will start to ease off, maybe a morning shower, certainly afternoon sunshine, and the winds will back around to the southwest tomorrow, but they'll be still kind of fresh and gusty, 25 to 30 miles an hour at times. There you go. I don't know if you can hear that wind howling, but boy, it is really starting to pick up here across southern Alabama.
All right, thanks, Mike. Glad the power's still there, and it may be inevitable that it goes out, but we hope it stays for a while.
Yeah, let's take a look at this landfall once again as Katrina made it onshore officially at 6:10 this morning, Central Daylight Time. Its second landfall, if you remember, the first one was in Florida. Could have a third later this morning on the coast of Mississippi. Dangerous winds around that eye wall, and these are some of the wind gusts being reported. Gulfport, 56 miles per hour. Biloxi, we're looking at 51 miles per hour. New Orleans, peak wind gusts so far of 85. In Grand Isle, 114.
We'll continue to watch the system as it works inland with its danger. You're going to find that we do have some tornado warnings right now, Baldwin County in southwest Alabama, as well as Mobile.